Mikel Arteta is now 6 defeats against Aston Villa. The only other side he's lost more times against a couple of seasons ago seemed to have Arteta's number at the moment.
I suppose we can look back and talk about Unai Emery, which we spoke about at the start of the show, and what a very good manager is, and tactically how good he is, and how detailed and meticulous in all of his planning. I probably would say, game, you've got two top teams. You could just tell we're so in form, and it kept going from one to the other. You kept coming to me and I was saying, oh, Arsenal are on top now. And then you'd come to me 5 minutes later and I'd say, there's real small margins. Yeah, I think of which is off. He's looking at the ball, doesn't see the run. And, you know, little things like that, moments of quality. Buendia coming on. And, you know, we thought he was leaving, didn't we, in the summer? The way that Unai Emery's really getting the best out of him. It falls to him in the area. Last kick of the game, literally. And what a finish it was. So you just feel we spoke to intensify now after that result.
Well, Unai Emery said afterwards they're not title contenders.
Yeah.
You can understand why he's going to say that, but then you have to look at their league position, sitting in third. They've closed the gap on Arsenal, and this run of form, 9 wins in 10. That alone makes you title contenders, given the position they're in.
Yeah, and he's obviously trying to take the pressure off his players as well, and he'll know only the squad of players that he's got. And I think we said, looking at it, do they have the squad to be able to compete with the likes of Arsenal in the long run? But the position that they're in, the form that they're in, the brilliant manager that they've got, of course you've got to say that they're in with a shout of competing at least. And I think he'll look in January and probably try and strengthen that squad and maybe bring in some loan players in the positions that he feels that he needs. But I think after this next run of games, we'll certainly see where Aston Villa are, because it's a really tough run.
Well, it's Basel to come in the Europa League, and then you're right, it's West Ham away, but Manchester United at home, Chelsea away, and then Arsenal away again. Were they to go to the Emirates and do what they did today, then they absolutely are title contenders.
I think we would all change our mind then, wouldn't we? I think if... would you? No, I'm sure, because you just think it is still a long season to go. But if they go and do that, of course. But just a brilliant result, a really good... Yes, they've been able to cope without them, but they do make a huge difference. So sort of having them back and having that quality. We've said the strength in depth has really helped Arsenal. But yeah, they'll be hoping that they can get them back soon.
Arsenal fans have been sent into a frenzy following fresh reports linking the Gunners with Nigerian striker Victor Osimhen. The striker has once again emerged as a major name in Arsenal's transfer discussions, with reports indicating that the North London club have explored his availability. Reports surrounding Arsenal's interest have created huge excitement among supporters, particularly because Osimhen is regarded as one of the most dangerous centre-forwards in European football. His combination of speed, strength, movement and finishing could make him a perfect fit for Mikel Arteta's attacking system. The latest reports indicate that Arsenal have discussed Osimhen's availability with Galatasaray. Osimhen has established himself as a proven elite striker, combining explosive pace, strength, movement and clinical finishing. His ability to attack space behind defenders and his physical presence inside the penalty area would make him an intriguing option for Arsenal. The reported £80 million figure has added even more excitement to the story. However, Arsenal supporters should be cautious. An £80 million deal should not be described as officially sealed unless Arsenal, Galatasaray, or a highly reliable source confirms the agreement. If Arsenal were to seriously pursue Osimhen, negotiations could become complicated because of the striker's importance and his significant market value. The figure of £80 million has also become a major talking point. Such a transfer would represent a significant investment from Arsenal, but the club could view Osimhen as the type of elite striker capable of helping them compete for major trophies. Osimhen's goal-scoring record and experience at the highest level make him an attractive target. Arsenal already possess several talented attacking players, but adding a powerful number 9 could give Arteta another tactical option. The potential move could also lead to complicated negotiations. Galatasaray would have little reason to make the process straightforward, while Arsenal would need to determine whether the financial package fits their transfer plans. For Arsenal supporters, however, the biggest question is whether discussions can develop into an official bid. Any potential transfer would likely require substantial financial investment, while Arsenal would also have to consider squad balance and other attacking targets. For Arteta, the attraction is obvious. Arsenal have built a team capable of competing at the highest level, but adding a world-class centre-forward could give the Gunners another dimension in front of goal. Osimhen's arrival would potentially provide Arsenal with a striker capable of leading the line, creating problems for Premier League defenders and delivering goals in crucial matches. The Nigerian international has also been repeatedly linked with major European clubs, meaning Arsenal could face competition if they decide to make a formal approach.